Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's gamble on Ingram getting back to peak form was a smart one. Career best in catches and yards. Basically gave their offense another big-bodied receiver to go to, as they did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
In motion, Patterson. On play action, here's Ritter. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this one too low.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going play action. Ritter. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Lawrence, he'll connect on the out route with Ingram. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know, and most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Another run by Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And when you've got the 31st ranked rush offense in the NFL, you're going to see a few of these negative plays.
Yeah, and I don't want to be snarky about the whole thing, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. We've seen a bunch of those this season.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Hey, check mega. Ready?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ritter going to change it up. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. In motion, Patterson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A short throw to Ingram, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports
halftime back over to London,
Coach.
where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Ritter now. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Robinson up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Check smack. Strike. Strike. Yellow. Line. Ready.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Ritter off the play fake. Steps away. Caught out left side by Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
I got him.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3.
Take wide open.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Here's Bigsby. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, here's Ritter. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can give those linebackers a freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Agnew now to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll send the slot in motion left. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Ritter will set up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On second down, here's Lawrence. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the gun, Bigsby. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's second down and 3. Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Lawrence on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. On third down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by McManus is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter looks to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.